Lisandro Martinez wants to come to the Premier League. Arsenal and Manchester United are both trying to sign him, with the Gooners currently leading the race to get him. The price has reportedly been set at around 40 to 43 million pounds. The clubs know what they need to do to sign him. He's a big priority for Arsenal. Manchester United are interested as well. Who is going to win the race for this extremely talented, versatile defender? Hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe to the Football Terrace. Let's go. Reports here have said that Man United and Arsenal have met with representatives of Ajax defender Lisandro Martinez and were told £42 million will secure the Argentinian. There's a number of reports, and the price varies from 40 to 43. That's essentially what's been put out there into the ether. But around £40 million can sign you a very talented, a very diverse, a very capable ball-playing. He is a centre-back, but can play in that DM role, can play in that full-back role. But what's going to happen is the big question. Where's he going to go? Where is he going to end up? Well, Arsenal Football Club are the favourites to sign him. They're the favourite and the leading Premier League club to sign him. Arsenal have essentially put a status on this transfer and made it a big priority. Gabriel Jesus is all but done, de facto done deal. There's a few legalities to sort out, but it's over the line. It's happening. Rafinha is also a big target. We're talking about that later on tonight on the Football Terrace, so come back and see us for straight facts. But that's a deal that Arsenal were being very active in and pushing hard in. Lisandro Martinez is such an interesting player for Arsenal because in some respects you can get bogged down in the basic conversation of, well, they've already got Gabriel. They've already got Ben White. William Saliba is coming back, and contract negotiations are led to be, we are led to believe, are going very, very well. So why do they need another centre-back? Well, some will point out that Mikel Arteta once upon a time says he wants 4 centre-backs. But it's the versatility of this player that I think really attracts Arsenal. Kieran Tierney, top class, injured quite a bit. You need better than Tavares, who looks like he may be going out on a season-long loan. There's also the ability to step into those central midfield areas and provide cover, especially for Thomas Partey, who himself has had a few injury issues. Arsenal, of course, back in Europe, they need to be able to rotate because this is a condensed season because of the World Cup. Starting early, all the competitions are running, and there's 5 substitutions. And I think this is something that football fans keep forgetting is going to exist. 5 substitutions. You can make more changes in a game than ever before. 6, I think, if you include the concussion element. So Arsenal Football Club are pushing hard in this deal. And what of Manchester United? Now, of course, Man United have been linked to anybody and everybody that has a Barca, Ajax, Ten Hag link. You know, if there's a total football link, Man United have been connected to him this summer. You know, as you see on the terrace, we haven't reported on every single transfer that's been circulating because that would be absolutely ridiculous. But this is one that's real. Manchester United haven't made this a priority signing as of yet. De Jong is looking like it's going to be closed off very, very soon. United are putting a fair amount of effort into Christian Eriksen. Still contradictory reports out across the media. Not contradicting their own reports, but within the industry, that he will or he won't pick Man United. Some suggesting that United are looking to do both De Jong and Christian Eriksen. Some suggesting that if De Jong signs, the Eriksen deal will fall by the wayside. So it depends on what journalists you want to believe. The stories are varied, mainly because they have different sources and get information from different people. Plus, there's a fluidity in the transfer market. And what's true today may not be true by 5 p.m. tomorrow. This is just the nature of the beast. Football fans, not you, the Football Terrace community, you will get it. Communities outside of us, they really, really struggle with understanding the real mechanics of the transfer window. You know, Chelsea fans are all up in, why are transfer targets changing? Because the people running the club have changed. So it's new. Man United fans, oh, well, why are we so behind everybody else? Well, we're behind because we're behind. We're behind because you, the fans, demanded an overhaul, different people doing transfer negotiations, a new manager, a new style, a new system, new targets. Deadwood gone. You can't ask for all those things, instill it in May, and then expect by June to be where clubs like Man City and Liverpool are in terms of their summer process, because they've been working on their deals for months. In some respects, 18 months with Haaland. It was 18 months ago his father and late agent did a European tour speaking to everybody. So the point I'm making is this. Man United are doing a lot of work right now. And Lisandro Martinez is another one of those players that they want. It's another one of those players that they're interested in. Is their interest as strong as Arsenal's? No. And that's one of the biggest factors as to why Martinez is more likely to join Arsenal at this moment in time than Manchester United. Arsenal have showed more interest. They've made a more solid offer. They've already, according to some reports, had a bid turned down. Now, whether it's an official bid or an unofficial bid, you know, on the Football Terrace community, we couldn't care less. If you make a bid via an intermediary or you directly send it to a football club, it is the same difference in actuality. I think people that... I just don't do the semantics. I think it's insulting to football fans to run those semantics on them. We all know it's nonsense, okay? Not that intermediaries do a nonsense job, but just tell us it's a bid. Arsenal have made an offer. Arsenal will go back in and make another offer. Will both clubs go in and instantly pay this £42 million that's being reported? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. In relation to, you know, both are going to try and skim some money off of that still. So don't be surprised if this deal isn't concluded by the end of next week. But there is something that can speed it up. And this is what I mean around understanding the market. Man United have a bigger priority at Ajax than Lisandro Martinez. And that bigger priority is Antony. Why is it a bigger priority? Because United wanted Darwin Núñez and they did not get their number one target in that striker role. For one reason or another, whatever you want to believe, you believe. That isn't the point of this. There's also a big hole in the team because of a certain Mason Greenwood. There needs to be a new attacker brought into the club. This is a problem that Man United didn't foresee 6 months ago. The plan was not to be buying attackers this window. So United have been forced to change their approach somewhat. They need to get another attacker. They need to add somebody else into the mix. And if Lisandro goes to Arsenal, it makes it harder for Man United to get a good price on Antony. In fact, it may mean that Ajax close the shop and say nobody else, not a single other player is leaving this summer. Point blank, period. That's it. So Manchester United have got to be smart here. In some respects, even Man United signing Lisandro Martinez could scupper their situation with Antony. Maybe there's a way of doing a deal for both. I don't know. Collective deal, if you look at the prices, would be about £100 million circa for the two of them. Have Man United got that £100 million plus the De Jong money without selling anybody else first? There's still a lot of players sitting at the club. But Man United may be pushed into a position they didn't really want to be in through no fault of their own, that they haven't quite got rid of everybody yet, but they're going to need to make these purchases. So this is where one deal, even though United are involved in this deal, one deal by Arsenal has a knock-on effect to Manchester United, which in turn, by the way, impacts other people. Antony is also a loose target of Chelsea's. It's a backup option if something goes wrong with Dembele or something goes wrong with Raheem Sterling. Say Man City decide, actually, we're not going to sell him. And Chelsea then go, right, well, what are we going to do? By the time they do that, Barcelona have already signed Rafinha. This is hypothetical. Don't panic, Arsenal fans. Well, hang on a minute. Rafinha's gone. Sterling's gone. Dembele, we've decided no to Dembele because the injury record is too bad. Let's go to Antony. We can't get Antony now. Why can't you get Antony? Because Ajax aren't selling anybody else. They're not selling anybody else because Arsenal just went and got Lisandro Martinez. So it will push Chelsea to act quicker in the Raheem Sterling deal because you need... This is the exciting element of the transfer window, which is why I never understand why people get annoyed about these... When you get 3 or 4 clubs linked to certain players and there's all these links, this is what makes it exciting. This is what makes it a high-pressured, high-paying job for the sporting directors, the technical directors, and the chief negotiators. It's absolutely... For me, I've already said, it's the Vatican inside of Rome. It's excitement. It's like a little world inside of football that exists, that has its own kind of rules and sort of excitement and fun surrounding it. And this is a deal that has multiple layers and knock-on effects. Just like Back to the Future, Lisandro Martinez to Arsenal could change the course of Man United's and Chelsea's summers like that. And plus, that has a further knock-on effect to other teams linked to the same players that Chelsea are going for, that Man United are going for as well. It's one of these things. You'll also get clubs that want to buy players. Go, hang on a minute, but if United are being forced into spending some cash ahead of time, we're going to try now and drive the price down on targets like Eric Bailly, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But this is the thing where Man United have got to get their timing right here. Arsenal are leading this race right now. Arsenal are the favourites to bring him in. Let's not get away from that. United's players return tomorrow to pre-season, and that will really, in the next week, I think you'll see some decisions around players maybe leaving. So Ten Hag is going to give some players an opportunity. You might find that he wants to give Anthony Martial a chance and an opportunity. You may find that he doesn't. If he doesn't want to give him an opportunity and he goes to sell him, 2 or 3 players like that could be moved on in the next week, 10 days, 14 days, freeing up money and space in the squad for these new signings. But it just becomes a little bit chicken and egg right now because of how quick in the market the Chelseas and the Arsenals are starting to move. But I want your thoughts and your feelings. The overarching story here is Arsenal are leading the race. Man United and Arsenal are both in for him. The price has been set around £42 million. How do you think this is going to go? I want your thoughts. I want your feelings. Please leave your comments below. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. Straight facts tonight, 7 p.m. Liez and me. Very much looking forward to it. Take care. Goodbye. God bless.